The smoothest of operators. So
Show that chili, bro.
yeah.
Chile.
Vamos.
Vamos.
All right. So
Vamos.
let's take a step back here. Let's just talk about individual weekend performances, right? Lando Norris, bravo, right? Amazing weekend. Qualified in the wet, pole position, his first pole position, McLaren's first pole position in a long time. Was it? Can I say that? I don't know. I don't remember the sprint race.
I don't remember, but
So I'm going to read you a stat, right? McLaren became the sixth team to achieve a pole position in the hybrid era, right?
wow.
Mercedes have achieved 113 of 153 available pole positions since we went to hybrid.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
That's dominance.
Ferrari has 15% of them. Red Bull 9.2. Williams 0.7. That's one. Force India also one. 0 point, or Racing Point, I should say. And then McLaren had their one. So, ouch.
Wow.
Amazing drive, heartbreaking result. The kid's good.
Yeah. I mean,
We didn't see the
listen,
overtake because the race director, the TV director, but it's good.
he's
But what was happening in the race and the presence of you guys being in my house watching the race, it was not a snooze fest like we predicted.
Well, yeah.
not at all.
But Lando Norris wise,
I'll tell you what, we've all predicted that Lando Norris, especially in the driver standings, would tumble because obviously we never.
Well, last year.
Yeah, I mean, but it's because his car is not as good as, let's say, not a Ferrari. It's not as good as a Mercedes or a Red Bull, but he's still in fourth, man, and he's ahead of Sergio Perez, and it's 139 to 120.
it's another guy we'll talk about.
Yeah, but he's like, I mean, just look at the driver standings, and he is driving lights out. He has not let up. He is consistently in the top 5. If he's not getting podiums, he's trying to win a race now. I mean, Lando Norris is the real deal.
He's engineer to
arrived,
shut up.
and eventually, he's gonna get his race win. And he said it today on social media. Keep your head up, and his time will come. He said that. So
He actually had the fastest lap. So we'll throw this one out. He finished 7th. In Zandvoort, he finished 10th. In Spain, he finished 8th. Every other race other than those, he's been 5th or greater. Well, 14th in Spa, but that was Spa that really wasn't even a race.
I remember he had the crash too. So maybe he was out of his game.
In Hungary.
in Hungary, he retired. Yeah.
But the races that he's been able to complete, he has been, what?
I could have sworn he had a crash in Spa though. During practice or quality, he had it. Remember?
That was, yes.
That was during quality.
That was during
But
quality.
that also messed up with his flow. That's probably the reason why the confidence wasn't there to be 100% balls out. You could say
For Spa?
no, for him, for Lando Norris, because you told me he finished 14th in Spa.
Spa, there was no race, dude.
Oh my bad.
Come on.
The reason why he was in 14th is because he
My bad.
crashed in
Because he was back there.
qualifying.
Yeah, damn. Like, my bad.
You really gonna think that was a race?
Anyway.
No.
So
Really, bro? No, I'm joking.
once these
Now when he said, "Yo, Spa was the race." Oh yeah, that was the rain. Okay.
next year, once the cars are kind of reconstructed, I really feel like Lando Norris will be pushing to be like the Max Verstappen of last year that got the 3rd place, and then he'll be just getting better and better once the McLaren pushes up into the top tier.
Big time.
This guy, and they're gonna keep pushing because they're doing. McLaren has taken such giant steps.
Well, they have
future world champion.
They have a good team around them. Listen, I want to say yes to that claim, but we don't know who's gonna get the rule changes right. It's a big change next year, and obviously you can be the best driver. As we can see, there's a ton of great drivers on the grid, but depends on what kind of car you got under you, man. And obviously, like Max has been driving lights out for the past 2 years, and this is the first year he has a good car under him. He has been able to fight for wins, but not as consistently as now. You know, same thing with Leclerc, race winners, but he hasn't had a good car under him since he's been at Ferrari. So it just depends, man. It just really depends.
Next season,
Is he championship material? I would say yes. But it's just right now I'm just looking at there's so many good drivers that we can say they're championship material. Young drivers at that.
Yes.
You have the George Russells, you have the Leclercs, you have Verstappens, you have you have Esteban Ocon who's up there too. But,
I don't know if I would put Esteban.
yeah,
Ocon in
but
there.
I mean, there's just a ton of talent going up, and you
Carlos
don't know.
Sainz.
Yeah, Carlos Sainz and there's a ton of really solid drivers, and maybe all they need is that good car in order for them to contend for a championship.
Meaning for next year's car to be up to par.
Who gets it right? And obviously, there's
I think McLaren will.
Who gets it right, and also obviously the field. Hopefully, not only the formula changes as far as the way the cars are built, but the rule changes as far as the financials and the cost cap will bring that. It'll take a while, but it'll bring the field closer together. So maybe these guys, you can have 4 or 5 guys fighting for the world championship instead of just 1 or 2. But is he world championship material? He's showing that, yeah, for sure. He needs to get his first win, though.
Speaking of